I know, I'm sorry. Here he is. You all wanted to see Cat. He's very upset that he's being held. But guess what, guys? It's his birthday on Saturday. He's gonna be 1 year old. Let's all say happy birthday, Jet Jaguar. Happy birthday. Is my mic on? Yes, okay. It's just not close. Happy birthday, Jet Jaguar. It's gonna be 1 year old on Saturday. Jet looking cute as a button. I don't know, am I live? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna put him, he's going back out. Everyone say, happy birthday, Jet. He's 1 year old on Saturday. I think Royal Hawaiian Ball's here. Okay, let's go. Let's go, kitty. Oh, you're really sad. There you go. Okay. Bye, Jet. Okay. Now. Hello. I don't know if that first half went live or not, but oh well. You all wanted to see the cat, so I put the cat in. Let me see what's happening in the chat. First of all, yes, Jacob, it was daylight savings here in America. So, yeah, we're going to be at this time until November when it goes back to regular time. It's against my wishes. I hate daylight savings. Yes, he's going to be 1 year old on Saturday. Hello, everybody. Let's see. Royal's here. Sevian's here. Hello, Sevian. Ariana's here. Hello, hello. JJ's here. And yes, Via reminded me. Live chat is on. DR is here saying happy St. Patrick's Week. Omar's here. Manatee's here. It is almost St. Patrick's Day. Hola, Lydia. Welcome, welcome. What a good crowd we have already. Just checking my calendar to see if anything else coming up. Oh, the Oscars were Sunday. Just real quick. Hello, Raw Copper. The Oscars are my favorite thing out of the whole year. And I got them all. I predicted every single category except for 3. I missed production design and costume because I picked Barbie. And then Best Actress, I thought for sure Lily had it, but I'm so glad Emma got it because Emma Stone was the best actress this year. I loved Poor Thing. So anyway, yeah, Godzilla -1. Very proud of Godzilla -1 team. But let's get into trivia. I just want to get that out the way because the Academy Awards are my favorite thing. It's like my big hyperfixation is like film and film history and all that. Moving on. Yeah, Scorsese was Killers of the Flower Moon got nothing, but to be honest, I was not the biggest fan of Killers of the Flower Moon. It was fine. It was fine. It wasn't the movie that I wanted it to be, but whatever. So, today's trivia, as you can see by the title, is facts about. I did not eat popcorn. I'm not a big popcorn fan. I used to work at a movie theater, so I'm not a big popcorn fan. Oppenheimer I thought was not that great, to be honest. But today's trivia is 20th century history of cat hair romance. And I asked some of my channel members to pick years from the 20th century. World history, yes, so hard. It's windy and the pollen is high. It's like beautiful outside. I'm in my workout clothes still because I was out walking. RDJ finally won. Yes, I feel like the actors this year, the performances were kind of dry, but it is what it is. So we're starting off. I'm just going to go in the order that they were given to me. So the very first year we're going to start with is Veers. Hey, Alex, welcome. Good to see you. Veer picked the year 1967. So I'm going to ask you 14 questions about 1967, which is the year Veer's mom was born. I was wondering why you picked it, Veer. I was thinking she knew more film history, probably. So Omar's mom was also born in 1967. Isn't that wild? It's the year that the Doors' debut album came out. All your moms are the same age. That's wild. All right, first question. Let's get into it. Number one. What city in 1967 hosted the Asian Basketball Championship? There's a hint in there, Asian. What city hosted the Asian Basketball Championship in 1967? It was not Tokyo, not Beijing. Oh, good guesses off the bat. But it was not in Japan. It was not in China. Alex got it. It was Seoul. Good job to Alex, who got the first question. It was in Seoul, South Korea. Good job, Alex. Number two. All right, this one, I'd be like shocked if anyone got this off the bat. So put out guesses and we'll whittle it down, okay? Irish astronomer Jocelyn Bell discovered what? Ariana's favorite song was created 1 year after 1967. Not a supernova, but that's a very good guess, Veer. Not black hole space. Royals got it. It's pulsars. Oh my gosh. I always underestimate my audience. Royal got it. It's pulsars. Good job, Royal. She discovered pulsars the year before, for sure. Pulsar. Good job, Royal. I thought that was going to be like one of the hardest ones of the day. Good job. Number three, because we have to talk about the big event of 1967, which is a little topical now. Oh, I love Painted Black. Satisfaction is my favorite Rolling Stone song, but let's get out of the way. What area of Egypt did Israel occupy? What area of Egypt did Israel occupy? And DR's got it. It was the Sinai. Good job to DR for getting it first. It was the Sinai Peninsula. Number four. What right did Indigenous Australians gain in 1967? Let's see if we can whittle this one down. It was not voting. It kind of has to do with citizenship, but not exactly citizenship. It's kind of on the same vein as that. Right to land. Obviously not. Obviously not. No, nothing to do with passports, but not a bad guess, Omar. Change the laws. Ariane, we're not talking about that currently. This is a relaxation trivia stream. We're not going to get into too many politics. Identity recognition. It's a little more specific. Moving to the moon. Oh, it's okay, Ariana. It's fine. Come on. It has to do with something legal. Okay, not to do with their language. Something to do with something that all Australians get to do every 4 years. It's not voting. Sorry, every 10 years. 4 years is voting. Every 10 years, every Australians get to do this. And in 1967, it was the first time that Aboriginal Australians did it, and DR's got it first. They were included in the census for the first time. Good job, DR. They were counted in Australia's census for the first time in 1967. Maybe that too, Paul, but moving on. Number 5, which European language became standardized? Meaning they figured out, like, this is the alphabet we're using, this is all the spellings, all the accents. It became standardized in 1967. What was it? So obviously it wasn't English or French. Those have been standardized for a while. Omar's got it. It is Croatian. Good job to Omar, who was worried they wouldn't get any questions. You got that one right off the bat. Croatian was standardized in 1967. Good job, Omar. Number 6. Yeah, you guessed it. Good job, Omar. Who became Prime Minister of India in 1967? Oh, I just remembered we're supposed to do the last 2 countries we didn't do last week, or last trivia. We'll do it at the end. Lady Gandhi says Veer. I will accept that. It's Indira Gandhi, but I'll give that to Veer. DR. Good job, DR, for putting Indira Gandhi, but Veer did get Gandhi first. Good job to Veer. It's Indira Gandhi. Number 7. Which country experienced a coup d'etat on April 21st, 1967? Sergeant Pepper was 1967? Fantastic. What a great album. It was Greece. Good job to DR. The answer is Greece. Greece experienced a coup in April 1967. Vote is ready. Yeah, true. Number 8. What sport had been banned in Mongolia until 1967? Oh, Rubber Soul's great. But anyway, it was not soccer, not basketball, not football, eating McDonald's. Not really a sport. McDonald's is kind of easy to eat. It's the after you eat it that's hard. Wrestling is very close, Alex. Wrestling is very close, but it's not quite wrestling. Not quite wrestling. So not, oh, there you go. M has got it. It is boxing with Omar right behind. It was boxing. Mongolia had banned boxing, and they unbanned it in 1967. I forget, I think I looked up why, but it was some communist thing. I'm not sure. But they had banned boxing until 1967. Number 9. Lorenzo Bandini passed away after competing in what sporting event? Tell me the name of the event, not necessarily the sport. DR's got the sport. What event was it? Not the Olympics, not the World Cup, not Le Mans. You got the sport. Now give me the event. What event was it? The Grand Prix? Can be a little more specific. All right. Half points to Jacob, half points to M. The Monaco Grand Prix. Was Grand Prix enough? I guess so. I was going for Monaco Grand Prix, but I guess Grand Prix is it. So Jacob got it. Half a point to M for getting Monaco. Monaco Grand Prix. Good job, Jacob. And yes, RIP. What a horrible way to go out. Number 10. That's your Oppenheimer died too. Interesting. Which country completed the first human-to-human heart transplant in 1967? Which country completed the first human heart transplant? And DR has got it first. It is South Africa. Good job to DR for getting it first. The answer is South Africa. South Africa. Number 11. The royal family of Liechtenstein, needing money, sold a painting by whom to an American art gallery in 1967? I know, Ariana. And DR has got it. It was Da Vinci. Good job to DR. It was a painting by Leonardo da Vinci. They sold it for cash to an art gallery in, I think, New York. Da Vinci. Number 12. Which Arab country became independent in 1967? Why'd they have it in the first place? Because they were a royal family in Europe. And not Oman. Liechtenstein is hard to spell. Fear is very close with Yemen, but it was not known as Yemen then. What was it known as? And DR's got it. It's South Yemen. Good job to DR. South Yemen became independent in 1967. It kind of went off the rails a bit until the 1990s. It was South Yemen. Number 13. What city announced they would become a garden city? This is a big world city. They said, we are going to become the garden city. And they did indeed live up to that. Massive, beautiful gardens all throughout this city. It is Singapore. Good job to Alex. The answer is Singapore. They started their Garden City program in 1967. I think didn't Fear, have you been to Singapore? Can you attest to the Gardens by the Bay? Yeah, they do have great gardens. Yes, not the Garden City movement per se, but good job. There's lots of garden cities in the world, but that's, yes. London has enough trees to be considered a forest. You know, I believe that, like the Mall area, lots of trees there. Last question for 1967, which I thought this was the reason that Veer picked this year. Which revolutionary was killed in Bolivia in 1967? Which revolutionary was killed in Bolivia? And DR got it first. It was Che Guevara. Good job to DR for getting it first. The answer is Che Guevara. I know it's one of Veer's heroes. Robespierre. What's he doing there? And the man's a vampire. The next year that was suggested was picked by Jacob, our own Jacob Lowe here. And Jacob picked the year 1982. 1982. So I have for you 14 questions about 1982. Number 1, which country invaded the Falkland Islands in 1982? Which country invaded the Falkland Islands? And DR's got it. It was Argentina. Pardon me. Good job to DR for getting it first. The answer is Argentina, because the Falkland Islands were owned by the UK at that time, and Argentina invaded, triggering the Falkland War. Number 2, which country invaded Lebanon? Which country invaded Lebanon? And DR's got it. It was Israel. Good job to DR for getting it first. The answer is Israel, which everyone else knew. Easy one, I guess. Big news story that year. Number 3, what did Canada's Constitution Act do? Canada passed the Constitution Act in 1982. What did it do? What was its purpose? Nothing to do with Quebec. Nothing to do with First Nations. Nothing to do with homosexuality. That's true, Jacob. Not to do with voting. Not to do with Indigenous peoples. Not to do with voting at all, so to say. Not independence. Nothing about the language. Think about, independence is not that far off, but it's not exactly independence per se. It did change its constitution a bit, but remove queen as head of state. No, Craig, I think the king now is still head of state. I'm going to give that to Matt. Broke from the UK. That's what I'm going for. So Matt, you get that one. I wrote cut legislative ties with Britain. So it's full political independence, right? There you go. Our home and native land. Aren't they still part of the Commonwealth? They didn't. It's like someone put became the Commonwealth and someone put left the Commonwealth. I'm pretty sure Canada's still in the Commonwealth, but they have their own government. They are, yeah. As of the Constitution Act of 1982. Number 4. The world's northernmost metro system opened in what city? The world's northernmost metro system opened in what city? Not Copenhagen, it's Helsinki. Good job to Veer. The answer is Helsinki. Helsinki's metro system opened in 1982. Still the world's northernmost metro system. Yeah, I try to mention as many countries as possible on this, just so everyone gets at least one question. So yeah, that's Finland's turn. Number 5. Which country did Iran invade in 1982? And it's being expanded. Very cool. Which country did Iran invade? And DR's got it. It was Iraq. Good job to DR. The answer is Iraq. Since they were in the thick of the Iraq-Iran war, they invaded Iraq. Number 6. The king of which country passed away from a heart attack in 1982? The king of which country passed away from a heart attack? It's not Norway, not Spain, not Belgium, not the Netherlands. I feel like I have tricked you all. Not Congo, not Tonga, not Thailand. It was Saudi Arabia. Good job to Omar. The answer is Saudi Arabia, with Alex right behind. It was the king of Saudi Arabia who passed away in 1982. Number 7. Burma changed its citizenship laws, denying citizenship to what ethnic group? Well, then it was Burma. It was not Myanmar yet. It was the Rohingya. Good job to DR for getting it first. Manatee and Veer right behind it was the Rohingya. Still do not have citizenship in Myanmar. This next question is a fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. Shibam, Yemen became a UNESCO site. Its nickname is the blank of the desert. The blank of the desert. Shibam, Yemen is nicknamed the blank of the desert, not the pearl, not the rose. It's the name of another city. Alex got it. The Manhattan of the desert. Good job to Alex. Shibam has the world's first skyscrapers. And it does look like, from a distance, it looks like the skyline of like New York City. So they call it the Manhattan of the desert. If you've never seen pictures of Shibam, highly recommend. Yemen is gorgeous. I'm obsessed with Yemeni architecture. It's so pretty. Number 9 has 7 answers. Never hear that in Arabic. How neat. Number 9 has 7 answers. So if you manage to get all 7 in one chat, I will be mighty impressed. But what we're going to do is we're just going to guess and we'll see who gets, like, throw out a guess. We'll see who winds up getting either the most or who's going to get the 7, okay? 7 answers in this one. Queen Elizabeth II toured the South Pacific in 1982. Which countries did she visit? She visited 7 countries in the South Pacific. Which ones were they? Rockhoppers got Australia. JJ's got Fiji. Jacob's got New Zealand. Tahiti's not necessarily a country. Alex got the Solomon Islands. Let me make sure. No Vanuatu. No Tonga. DR's got Papua New Guinea and Tuvalu. So wait, 1, 2, 3. We're missing 2. We're missing 2. We're missing 2. Veer's got them. My goodness, Veer, did you cheat? Ariana said Fiji first. Nope, I got Rockhopper saying. Oh no, sorry. Oh my goodness, I didn't see all those. Wow, hold on. I missed a bunch. Actually, JJ said Fiji first. Rockhopper said Australia. Yeah. This one's too tricky. Veer collected what the others said. Oh dear. So wait, Alex got Kiribati and Alex got Nauru. Okay, so we've got them. We've got them. Good job, everybody. That was too crazy. That was too crazy. I'm not going to go back through and try to figure out who got what, but you all know. So the answers were Australia. This is my place. Australia, Papua New Guinea, the Solomon Islands, Nauru. Oh, New Zealand wasn't there. Never mind. New Zealand was Australia, Papua New Guinea, the Solomons, Nauru, Kiribati, Tuvalu, and Fiji. No New Zealand. My bad. I just assumed. Moving on. I know I shouldn't do questions like that anymore. Too crazy. Number 10. Everyone say hello to Luna, the German Shepherd downstairs. Sanssouci and Citadelle La Ferrière became UNESCO sites in which country? Hey, Dr. Pickle, good day. Veer fell for it. It's not France. DR got it. It's Haiti. Good job to DR. The answer is Haiti. Yes, Sanssouci Palace and Citadelle La Ferrière are in Haiti. I was wondering, like, how many people are going to put France? Nope, it's Haiti. Number 11. Which country began the process of changing place names from their colonial names in 1982? Yeah, there is a Sanssouci in Germany that the King Henri tried to copy in Haiti. Dr. Pickle's very Australian. It was not India, not Tanzania. Very good guess, Jacob, but not Tanzania. Which country began changing its place names from their colonial names? And Alex got it. It's Zimbabwe. Good job to Alex. 1982 was the year Zimbabwe started to change all of their colonizer names to more indigenous, local, actual words that they use. Good job, Alex, for getting it. Number 12. The Rio Platano Biosphere Reserve became a UNESCO site in 1982. In which country? Which country had the Rio Platano Biosphere Reserve made a UNESCO site? And Alex got it. It's Honduras. I definitely tricked you all thinking that it was in South America because it sounds like Rio de la Plata. But it's in Honduras on the Mosquito Coast. Good job to Alex. It's in Honduras. This one has two answers. I'm going to give it to whoever gets both. If someone gets one, I'll say what the one is. You're probably going to figure out what the other one is. Yeah, it's intentionally tough because my subscribers are the smartest people on YouTube, so I have to make it hard. Which two African countries unified in 1982? Which two African countries became one country in 1982? They are no longer one country. Veer's got it. It's Senegal and the Gambia. Good job to Veer. They became Senegambia for about 5 years until they went their separate ways again. Good job, Veer. It was Senegal and the Gambia. Senegal and the Gambia. And last question about 1982. King Sobhuza II passed away, who had ruled which country for 83 years? King Sobhuza II passed away. Which country did he rule? And DR's got it. It was Eswatini. Good job to DR. The answer is Eswatini. The world's longest reigning monarch was King Sobhuza II of Eswatini, who ruled for 83 years. That's wild. But good job, DR, for getting it. It was Eswatini. The next year we have was picked by Emro. I'm not sure if Emro is here, but Emro picked the year 1995. 1995. I was 10 years old in 1995. Most of you were not born yet in 1995. Number 1. Which country's prime minister was assassinated by a far-right Jew? Which country's prime minister was assassinated by a far-right Jew? And DR got it. It was Israel. Good job to DR. The answer is Israel. Number 2. The metro system of which capital city was bombed by Islamist extremists? The metro system of which capital city? Veer's parents got married in 95. And Paul has got it. It was Paris. Good job to Paul for getting it first. The answer is Paris. Paris. Very sad event. Also, this one, number 3. Which country was hit by with a 6.9 earthquake on January 17th? It was not Chile, surprisingly. London was 2007. DR's got it first. It was Japan with Ariana and Heather right behind. It was Japan. I forget the name of that earthquake, but it was really damaging. But good job to DR for getting it first. The answer was Japan. Number 4. Roskilde Cathedral became a UNESCO site. The burial site of which country's royal family? The Hanshin earthquake. Thank you, Alex. And DR's got it. It's Denmark. Good job to DR for getting it first. That is where Denmark's royal family are buried. Good job, DR. Veer got a book about the Chinchorro mummies. How cool. What a fascinating subject. I'm so glad I got to talk about them in that video. Number 5, Acid Nutri is not here, but they would know immediately. Which country won Eurovision in 1995? Which country won Eurovision in 1995? And Sevian's got it. It was Norway. Good job to Sevian for getting it. The answer is Norway. Norway won that year. Number 6. Which country was struck with famine, which would go on to kill around 400,000 people in 1995? This is not Ethiopia. The famine began in this year. Not Somalia. Not Sudan, not Ukraine, not Eritrea. You guys are way off, by the way. Way off. It was North Korea. Good job to Alex. The answer is North Korea. That's the year of North Korea's famine. The year it began. It lasted, gosh, like 4 or 5 years. But good job, Alex. The answer is North Korea. Number 7. War ended between Croatia and which country in 1995? The war between Croatia and which country ended in 1995? Not Bosnia. Now, it wasn't called Serbia then. It's called Serbia now. What was it called in 1995? It was not called Serbia. It was Yugoslavia. Good job to DR. The answer is Yugoslavia. It was still Yugoslavia. Then it would soon become Serbia and Montenegro. But at this time, it was still Yugoslavia. They were still hanging on to Yugoslavia. Not very well. Speaking of number 8. My goodness. My goodness. Oh, we're not talking about those. Oh, I love Selena. We're not talking about Selena. The Dayton Agreement ended the conflict in which country in 1995? The Dayton Agreement ended the conflict, and not in Kosovo. Very close. It was Bosnia. Good job to DR. The answer is Bosnia and Herzegovina. That conflict ended with the Dayton Agreement in 1995. Number 9 has 2 answers. So I'm going to award it to the person who has both, or they're going to be countries, both countries in one line of chat. Which 2 South American countries fought the Cenepa War? Which 2 South American countries fought the Cenepa War? Yet another South American border war. We've got one of them. I'm going to give that to Alex. It's Ecuador and Peru. Good job to Alex. Fear right behind. It was Ecuador and Peru. Ecuador and Peru. Number 10. Found in a cave in Slovenia in 1995 was the world's oldest what? Educator. The world's oldest what was found in a cave in Slovenia? Woman, my goodness. Not skeleton, not cave drawing. Granny, not a skull. It was not a body part. It was not a painting or drawing. It was not a body. Not mammoth. It was not an animal. It was not the world's oldest shoe. I think that was in another question. I think that was in Armenia. Rockets? Definitely not. Source of water? That would be very hard to track down. It was not a tomb. Pottery is pretty close, Heather, but it was not pottery. It was definitely something that somebody made. Toilet, my goodness. I don't think we'll ever find that. Not glass. We're never going to find the world's oldest plant. It was not a tool. It was not jewelry. It was not a shirt. It was not something you could wear. It was not an article of clothing. ASMR video, imagine. It was not a dish or utensil. Not a wheel. I think we found the world's oldest wheel at some point, but it was not this. It was something that no one's got it, but I'm going to give you all a hint. It was something that you would create to, the only purpose would be to make joy. Its only purpose. So it's not like a tool. A Zizek, I don't know what a Zizek is. You're going to have to tell me. A balloon. Craig got it. Musical instruments. Good job to Craig for getting it first. The world's oldest musical instrument. It was a flute. It was a little flute made out of bone. So, yes, good job to Craig. Musical instrument. Number 11. What city was named the European Capital of Culture in 1995? What city was named the European Capital of Culture? Oh, it's a philosopher. Thank you, Copper. I was going to say, I don't know what a Zizek is, but now that you have a name. All right, let's see. You all got the hint that it's European. So let's see. Not Belgrade, not Berlin, not Liverpool, not Paris, not London, not Moscow, not Lisbon, not Madrid. Alex got it. Luxembourg. Good job to Alex. The answer is Luxembourg was voted the European Capital of Culture that year. I guess it changed every year, but that year went to Luxembourg. Good job, Alex. Luxembourg, I know. Number 12. Which country adopted their current flag in 1995, which is a yellow sun with 8 rays against a red background? Tell me the name of that country. Tell me what it's called now. DR, tell me what it's called now. All right, half a point to DR for Macedonia. Full points to Dr. Pickle for North Macedonia, because that is its official name now. Good job to Dr. Pickle. Half a point to DR. North Macedonia. North Macedonia. Last question about 1995. Which country connected to the internet in 95 with the domain suffix .bh? Which country first got internet access with the domain name .bh? Not Bhutan. Good guess. Not Bhutan. Not the Philippines. Hey, Skinny Legend. Good to see you. Veer has got it. It is Bahrain. Good job to Veer for getting it first. The answer is Bahrain. Bahrain got the internet first in 1995. Bahrain. We are moving on to the next year. This year was chosen by All the Happy Squirrels, who I don't think is here, but we'll surely watch on the replay, I'm sure. All the Happy Squirrels picked the year 1928. So I have for you 14 questions about 1928. 1928. Number 1. The UK's Equal Franchise Act gave women equal opportunity in what? The UK's Equal Franchise Act gave women equal opportunity in what? So, voting is very close. You don't put voting. Not necessarily voting, but it has to do with voting. Parliament, you know what? I'm going to give that to Heather. And Manatee, that's very close. It was running for elections. They finally had equal opportunity in how they ran for elections. So I'm going to give that to Heather, who said Parliament, and Manatee, who said holding public office. And to be elected, yes. So yes, good job, good job, good job. That was kind of tricky. Number 2, Galway opened the first Irish language what in 1928? Galway opened the first Irish language what? Not a school. I mean, great guess, but it's not a school. Not a pub. Imagine a pub, you can only speak Irish if you're inside this pub. It's not a pub. Galway opened the first Irish language what? Not that they are. Not church, not library. All good guesses. Something that every major city has. So not a library, not a church, not a school, not a university, not a hospital. These are all great guesses, but we're going to get there. Not a bus station, Not a public toilet, not a swimming pool, not a museum. That would be cool. Not a grocery. That'd be cool where all the products are written in Irish. That would be neat, but it's not that. Not town hall, not post office. Something that you would go to. Ooh, festival. Movies. Very close. There, Fear's got it. Theater. The world's first Irish language theater opened in Galway in 1928. Good job, Veer. The first Irish theater. Number 3. Which country's newly elected president was assassinated by a Catholic zealot? What country's newly elected president, he didn't even get to take office, was assassinated by a Catholic zealot? And DR's got it. It was Mexico. Good job to DR. Mexico's newly elected president was killed before he even took office in 1928. Good job to DR for getting it. Number 4. What style of dance was first performed in Iran in 1928? Not the tango. What style of dance was first performed in Iran in 1928? Not swing dancing. Black bottom, no. Stinky leg, my goodness. Not a waltz. It is, I should say, it's a very old kind of dance. It's not like a 1920s dance. It's a very old dance. The electric slide, my goodness. Not belly dancing. I assume they've had Persian dancing for years and years and years and years. Heather has got it. It is ballet. Good job to Heather. The answer is ballet. Ballet was first performed in Iran in 1928. 1928. Good job, Heather. Yes, ballet. Number 5. The Pashupati seal was uncovered in which ancient city? The Pashupati seal was uncovered in which ancient city's excavation site, I should say. Like the first ballet in Iran. Exactly, Manatee. Yes, the first ballet in Iran. Not Simreep, not Damascus. Oh, not sorry. That's not a bad guess, though, DR. Is not a bad guess. So, ancient city, like the city is not around. Not Uruk. It was Mohenjo-Daro. Good job to Alex. The answer is Mohenjo-Daro. Uncovered the seal, which we still have not deciphered to this day. We cannot read their alphabet. Good job to Alex. The answer was Mohenjo-Daro in what's now Pakistan. Yes. Number 6. New Zealand signed a commercial treaty with which country in 1928? Not the United States, not the UK, not Australia, not China. It was Japan. Good job to Veer. The answer is Japan. They signed a trade treaty with Japan in 1928. Just go up and down the Pacific, I guess, to both extremes. Number 7. The first Algerian and African won an Olympic gold medal in 1928. In what sport? So the first ever African to win a gold medal was from Algeria. What sport was he in? You have to be more elaborate than running and sprinting. Heather got it. The marathon. Good job to Heather. It was in the marathon. Africa's first ever gold medal went to Algeria in the marathon. Yes, it's running, but there's a lot of running events in the Olympics, so you have to be more specific. Yes, Skinny Legend, I've had to make these questions a lot harder because if I make them easy, they get answered in like 2 seconds. So I have to make them a little more complicated. Yeah, Omar's neighbor. I think I have a Libya question. I remember it's not going to be till later, but I don't know. I feel like I had a Libya question. Wait, maybe. Number 8. Albania became a kingdom in 1928. Who was the king of Albania? What was the name of the king of Albania? And DR's got it. It was King Zog. Good job to DR. I had a feeling DR was going to get that one. King Zog. was king of Albania. Number 9. Which country erupted into civil war after allowing more rights for women? It's very like evil name, right? It sounds like a supervillain name, King's Hawk. We ask a question referring to every country. I feel like I've done that before, Veer, but I'll dig one up eventually. It was not Greece, not Brazil. It was Afghanistan. Good job to DR. Afghanistan erupted into a really vicious civil war in 1928 after the president at the time started allowing more rights to women. But we all know where they are now. Number 10. Where did the Winter Olympics take place in 1928? You can tell me the city or the country, but I'd rather have both, Where did the Winter Olympics take place? DR's got St. Moritz and Veer's got Switzerland. I'll accept both. Good job to DR and Veer. It was St. Moritz in Switzerland. St. Moritz in Switzerland. Number 11. Which country established their currency called the kroon in 1928? It's not the currency they use anymore. They established the kroon as their currency. Which country was it? It was not Finland, not Denmark. You're all on the right track. The kroon. Not Cambodia. It was Estonia. Good job to Alex. The answer is Estonia. Yeah, Finland has marks. Estonia established their own currency in 1928. Of course, now they use the euro. Number 12. Bahrain opened its first school for whom in 1928? Bahrain opened its first school for women. Good job to Veer. Or girls, because it's children. But good job to Veer. The answer is women. First school for girls. Number 13. Which country, I want to see who gets this one, because this one's kind of tricky. Which country changed their script from Arabic to Latin in 1928? Which country changed their script from Arabic to Latin in 1928? Not Turkey. Not a bad guess. But it was not Turkey, not Somalia, not Malta. Goodness, Turkey was probably like 1921, probably. Not Kazakhstan. Acid Nutri is here. Hello, hello, hello. Which country changed their script from Arabic to Latin in 1928? Definitely not Iran. Let's see. Not Albania, not Jordan, not India, not Bulgaria, not Georgia. So let's see. Who's going to get this one? Because this is a tricky one. Not Azerbaijan, not Armenia. Definitely not Armenia. They've always used the Armenian script. Not Kazakhstan. Not Kazakhstan. Not Kazakhstan. Not Uzbekistan. Not Turkmenistan. It's Kyrgyzstan. Good job to Manatee. It was Kyrgyzstan. It was Turkey. Did Turkey do it too? And I just didn't get it. Kyrgyzstan changed their. It was. Oh, I thought Turkey was way earlier than that. Okay, well, points to everyone who put Turkey because that's apparently also true. But it was also Kyrgyzstan. Good job to Manatee for getting Kyrgyzstan. Yeah, I thought Turkey was like 1921, 22, not 28. But thank you for fact checking. I always appreciate fact checks. Always, always, always appreciate it. Because now we all learned it was 1928 for two very different countries. Went from Arabic to Latin. How interesting. Last question about 1928. Number 14. Palacio Salvo was completed. At the time, the tallest building in Latin America, located in which country? Kyrgyzstan changed in 1927. Maybe it was like January 1st, 1928. I'm not sure. That's what I read. Turkey independence in 1923. That's true. Anyway, Veer's got it. It's Uruguay. Good job to Veer. The answer is Uruguay. The tallest building in Latin America was the Palacio Salvo in Uruguay. I believe now it's in Chile, right? Pretty sure. But moving on. The next year is or was chosen by our one and only DR. DR picked the year 1902. 1902. So I have for you 15 questions about the year 1902. 1902. Number one. Tianjin, China was officially ceded by which country in 1902? I don't think we have any World War II. Surprisingly, nobody went for the 1940s. Not Japan, not Germany, not Korea, not France, not Russia, not the UK. Tianjin, China was ceded by which country? Not the US, not Portugal. It's very random. Not Vietnam. Oh, Jean Sibelius premiered Symphony Number 2? No way, that's so cool. A very cool Finland fact there. Acid Nutria got it. It was Italy. Good job to Acid Nutria. Italy just went and took a chunk of China for themselves that year. It did not last very long, as you can imagine. But yes, the answer was Italy. Italy. Those spheres of influence, indeed. Number two, the territory of Papua was colonized by which country? The territory of Papua was colonized by which country? It was not Germany. We wait for that viewer. Maybe we'll get one. It was not the Netherlands, not France, not Spain, not Indonesia, not the British, not UK, not Japan, not Portugal. Remember, this is 1902, not China, not USA. It was Australia. Veer got it first, right behind Ruslan. Hi, Ruslan. It was Australia, because remember, in 1902, Australia was a country. It was Australia. Good job to, who was it? Veer. Veer got it first. It was Australia. Number three. Oh yeah, how do you say star in Finnish? That's going to be our Finnish word of the day, star. That's like thanks, Gigi. I did a video about this. Let's see if anyone remembers. Tati? Not Tahiti. Imagine. The Acre War ended, ending a border conflict with Brazil and which country? Because I already did a video on Acre, Brazil. It was not Uruguay, not Argentina, not Peru, not Paraguay. It was Bolivia. Good job to DR. The answer is Bolivia. Bolivia tried to claim it to get all of that sweet, sweet rubber. But Brazil won out. It was kind of a no man's land at that point, but Brazil wound up taking over. Acre is now a state in Brazil, yes. Which I've done a video on. Very interesting place, right at the mouth of the Amazon. Number four, what punishment did Norway abolish in 1902? I need to stretch my back. Thank you, Ruslan. Veer's got it first. It was the death penalty. Good job to Veer for getting it first. They abolished the death penalty in 1902 in Norway. Number five. What city did the Sauds capture in 1902? It was Riyadh. Good job to Acid Nutria for getting it. It was Riyadh, their ancestral city, they managed to recapture in 1902, and now they rule from it to this day. It was Riyadh. Number six. I also did a video about this. The Andijan earthquake struck which country? I already covered Andijan on my channel. What country was it in? The Andijan earthquake struck which country? Not Turkey, not Russia. The Andijan earthquake. It was Uzbekistan. Good job to Alex. The answer is Uzbekistan. Andijan is in Uzbekistan, in this it's the Fergana Valley it's in. It's very earthquake prone. Number seven. The La Soufriere volcano erupted, killing 2,000 people in which country? The La Soufriere volcano erupted in which country? Not Tahiti, not Iceland, not Martinique, not France, not Haiti, not Montserrat. Hold on to that, JJ. Not Canada, not Haiti. You guys are in the right part of the world. You guys are in the right part of the world for sure. Not Reunion, not Anguilla, not Russia. All right, go to sleep, Sophie, and have a very, very good night. Thanks so much for playing along. Veer's got it. It is St. Vincent. Good job to Veer for getting it. It was on the island of St. Vincent in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Good job, Veer. Number 8. The Thousand Days War ended in which country in 1902? Alex did get it too, but Veer got it first. It was Colombia. Good job to DR. The answer is Colombia. The Thousand Days War in Colombia, the Civil War, ended in 1902. Number 9. Britain, Germany, and Italy imposed a naval blockade on which country in 1902? Britain, Germany, and Italy imposed a naval blockade on which country? Let's see, not China, not France, not Russia, not Spain, not Japan, not Sweden. Naval blockade, like they had ships blocking imports and exports from getting out. Not the Ottomans, not Napoleon. This is 1902. 1902, so not 1802. Not Haiti, not Denmark. Y'all are way off. Like, way off. Like, no one's even close yet. Not Egypt, not South Africa. Britain would never back in 1902. Alex got it. It was Venezuela. Good job to Alex. The answer is Venezuela. They had blockaded Venezuela. Number 10. Which Asian city hosted a World's Fair in 1902? I forget why. I feel like I knew, but I don't remember right now. Hi, Addie. Welcome to Trivia. Not Beijing, not Tokyo. So apparently there were a lot of world fairs back then. Like 5 happened in 1902, but only 1 happened in an Asian city. What city was it? Not Seoul, not Singapore, not Shanghai, not Cork, Asian city. Not Ankara, not Ho Chi Minh City. I mean, Ho Chi Minh City did not exist, but it was not Saigon. It was Hanoi. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Hanoi. They hosted a World's Fair in Hanoi in 1902. Number 11. What city became the capital of French West Africa in 1902? What city became the capital of French West Africa? Acid Nutrius got it. It was Dakar. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Dakar in what's now Senegal. Good job, Acid Nutria. It was Dakar. Number 12. Another volcano question. Mata Ole Afi erupted in which country? I have the smartest subscribers on YouTube ever. Like, that's all there is to it. Not New Zealand, not the US, not Tanzania, not Hawaii. It was Samoa. Good job to Alex. The answer is Samoa. It erupted in Samoa. I figure Mata Ole Afi was enough of a guess of the region, but you got it. It was Samoa. This next question has 2 answers. I'm going to give it to the person who gives me both in one line of chat. The first international football match ever was played between which 2 countries? Remember, it's 1902, the first ever international football match, which we call soccer, was played in which country? Veer's got it. Argentina and Uruguay. Good job to Veer. It was Argentina and Uruguay. Argentina and Uruguay. Number 14. The Anglo-Aro War was fought in which modern country? So it was not a country then, but it is now. Tell me what it's called now. DR's already done it. It was Nigeria. Good job to DR. The answer is Nigeria. Nigeria. And last question about 1902. The city of Saint Pierre was destroyed by a volcano on which island? Very seismically active year. The city of Saint Pierre was destroyed on Martinique. Very good, DR. That's what I was hinting at before. I think I said Montserrat, though. I meant Martinique. Good job, DR. It was Martinique. The entire city wiped off the map on the island of Martinique. I have one more year for you, but we'll keep doing trivia after. But I have one more year, and it was recommended by Danny Boy, who I don't think is here, but that's okay. Danny suggested the year 1951. So I have for you 14 questions about 1951. And yes, if Omar's still here, there is a Libya question here, so hold on tight. Number 1. The Liancourt Rocks were officially given to which country, even though Japan still claims them to this day? And DR's got it. It's South Korea. Good job to DR. The answer is South Korea. They are given to South Korea. Japan still claims these rocks, which are literally just rocks. They're literal rocks. You can barely stand on them. Japan still aggressively claims them. Number 2, Sweden granted its citizens the right to practice what religion? Sweden granted its citizens the right to practice what religion in 1951? I'm just going to wait until it pops up. No one's got it yet. I'm just going to wait till it pops up. Sweden granted its citizens the right to practice what religion? Pastafarianism, we wish. Alex got it. Atheism. The right to practice no religion. Good job to Alex for getting it. It was the right to practice no religion at all. Or basically atheism, right? You could legally become an atheist or agnostic or whatever in Sweden in 1951. Number 3. What city's film festival began handing out the first Golden Bear Award? Tell me the city. What city's film festival began handing out the first Golden Bear? It's the name of the award. Oh, interesting. It's not Cannes, not Venice, not London, not Paris, not Milan. It's not Sundance, not Rome, not Montreal. It's Berlin. Good job to Alex. The answer is Berlin. That's the year the Berlin Film Festival began. The Berlin Film Festival. Number 4. The Iceland Defense Force was created with soldiers from which country? This is 1951. The Iceland Defense Force was created with soldiers from the USA. Acid Nutria got it first. It was with the help of the United States. Good job, Acid Nutria. It was the USA. Number 5. La Pampa and Chaco became provinces of which country in 1951? La Pampa and Chaco, which if you know your geography, that should be enough of a hint. And Acid Nutria's got it. It's Argentina. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Argentina. Developed La Pampa and Chaco provinces. Number 6. King Leopold III abdicated the throne of which country in 1951? And Acid Nutria's got that one. It's Belgium. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Belgium. By the way, one of my very good friends who lives in Belgium is giving birth right now. So hopefully within the next few hours, we're going to have a new Belgian in the world. Yay, I'm very excited. hoping all is going well over there. But she was being induced like a few hours ago. So let's hope that goes well. It's brand new Belgium. Brand new Belgium in the world happening right now. Yes, very exciting. Very, very exciting. Number 7. What country opened up to Westerners in 1951? What country opened up to Westerners in 1951? Not the USSR, not East Germany, definitely not. Let's see, not China, not Mongolia, not Bhutan, not East Germany. It was. Oh, no one's got it yet. Not Tibet, not Bhutan. All very close though. Not Czechoslovakia, not Vietnam, not Taiwan, not South Korea, not Hungary. Opened up to Westerners. It was Nepal. Good job, Acid Nutria. Nepal officially opened its doors to tourists from the West in 1951. Nepal. Number 8 is a fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. Libya became independent in 1951. They were called the United Blank of Libya. Before or after the Chinese annexation of Tibet? Probably before. Not states, not air provinces. I know, we're waiting for Omar. But Ruslan got it. It's kingdom. Oh, poor Omar. Ruslan got it first. It is the kingdom of Libya. With Omar right behind. It was the kingdom of Libya. Good job, Ruslan, for getting in there. The kingdom of Libya in 1951. Number 9. What industry began in Kuwait in 1951? Yeah, that's where Omar's from. We're very proud of Libya for Omar. It was not oil. I knew I was going to get you all. It's not oil. Not film, not coffee, not gas. Camels, no. Not tourism. Good guess, though, but not tourism. Something that the people of Kuwait need. It's not cigarettes, not pearls. Something that only goes back to the people of Kuwait. Water. 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 What about the water? Bottled water, very close. Very close. How does Kuwait get its water? Kuwait has no rivers. Kuwait has no flowing water. Water filtration. I'll take that. Acid nutrient. Or there we go. Manatee's got it. So points to Manatee, half a point to acid nutrient. Desalination. Their desalination industry began in 1951 to turn the ocean salt water into drinking water. So good job, Manatee, and acid nutrient. Water filtration, technically. Water desalination. Number 10. Kwame Nkrumah was elected to Gold Coast's parliament in 1951. Where was he when he won the election? Yeah, Libya has the largest, canal system, right, Omar? I believe. He was in Ghana, but where specifically was he in Ghana? Oh, he was in Ghana. He was not in exile. Where was he when he was elected? He was in jail. Good job to Asanuja. Technically prison, but he was imprisoned because he was a big proponent of independence and had protested, so they had arrested him. But when he was elected to parliament, they released him. So good job to Asanuja for getting that. He was in prison when he was elected to the parliament of Gold Coast, at the time Ghana was known. Number 11. Which country's 1951 census did not count its black population? He died in Romania? I didn't know that. What was he doing in Romania? Surprisingly, it's not South Africa, and surprisingly not the United States or Australia. Which country's 1951 census did not count its black population? And he did. How interesting. Tell me, what was Kwame Nkrumah doing in Romania when he passed away? I will give you the hint that it is a majority black country. which is what makes this ridiculous. But it was the times. Hey, Faisal's here. It's not Morocco. It's definitely a majority black country. And the 1951 census of this country did not count the black population. Not Nigeria, not Kenya. You're on the right track. Not Zimbabwe. Not Zimbabwe, not Algeria, not Tanzania. Guys, I'm covering Tanzania next week on the channel. I'm going to film it tomorrow. I'm so excited. Acid Nutria got it first. It was Zambia. Good job to Acid Nutria for getting it first. Zambia's 1951 census did not count the black population. Outrageous, but that was the time, right? It was 1951. Times were just starting to change. Oh, cool. The world's oldest still operating wooden roller coaster opened in 1951 in Finland. That's true, dear, but still. Oh, that's right. He went there for medical treatment. I think I remember reading that now, but I didn't know it was Romania. So interesting. Poor fellow. What a very important person for Ghana. Moving on, number 12. Which country's king was assassinated at the Al-Aqsa Mosque? Which, by the way, I have a video for you this week. It should be Friday. That's going to talk about the Al-Aqsa Mosque. It was Jordan. Good job to Acid Nutria. It was the king of Jordan assassinated in Jerusalem. Number 13. What city hosted the Treaty of Peace for Japan? In 1951. You can say that again, Acid Nutria. What city hosted the Treaty for Peace for Japan? And Acid Nutria's got it. It was my hometown of San Francisco. Good job to Acid Nutria. In the building right next to the public library. So I'd pass it constantly. Good job, Acid Nutria. It was San Francisco. San Francisco. And the last question for our history portion, I suppose, since you guys just flew through this quiz, I was not expecting that. Which island was directly hit by Hurricane Charlie in 1951? In Civic Center, yes. Not Cuba. Not Belize, an island, because it mostly hit Mexico, but which island was hit directly? It was Jamaica. Good job to DR. The answer is Jamaica. Jamaica was hit by that really bad hurricane. All right, let's head back to country trivia. My notebook's over here. I have to move this book, which we're going to see some more of soon. To get to my notebook. Now, do I remember which two countries were left? Oh dear, oh dear. I have to check my calendar. Which two countries was it? Okay. Okay, one of them. Oh, I think it was Oman. Did we do Ghana? Maybe it was Ghana. Did we do Oman? Who was here 2 weeks ago? Did we do Oman? I don't know. Because I think we have to do Turkmenistan and Ghana. I don't think we did those last time, right? But did we do Oman? I think we did. Let me see. Let me look at it. So going back to Oman in a few weeks. We have done Oman before, that's true. Did we do it last week? I think we did. Okay, so we're going to do Ghana and Turkmenistan trivia. Very random. Morocco, maybe I'll take requests and see if I have any questions, because some I have a couple questions for that we've done like ages ago. But we gotta finish last time's trivia. So we'll do Ghana, we're gonna do Turkmenistan, and then we'll try to see if I have any Morocco questions. I'm not sure if I do. Ghana starts with G. Yeah, I was in the right area. Do a poll. I think we're just gonna get into it. Ghana. I have 15 questions about Ghana for you guys. Oh, wait, maybe we did do Ghana. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Okay, we did not. Bye, Alex. Thank you so much for playing along. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Hopefully, I'll see you in 2 more weeks for more geography trivia. What color is the star on Ghana's flag? Some of these we've already talked about just recently. And it is black. Good job to Asinutria. It is the Black Star Nation, Ghana. Black Star Nation. It is black. What was Ghana known as during colonization, which we just talked about? What was Ghana known as? And Asanutria's got it. It was the Gold Coast. Good job, Asanutria. It was the Gold Coast. And then, who was the first president of Ghana? Oh, good night, Heather. Thank you so much for playing. Hopefully, I'll see you next time. You were great. Fantastic trivia. Who is the first president of Ghana? We were literally just talking about it. It was Kwame Nkrumah. Good job, Asanutria. I'll take Kwame something. Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah. We are specifically going to the Ashanti region in Ghana, which I'm very excited about. What was the most sacred object for the Ashanti? What was the Ashanti's most sacred object that the British went to war over it in Ghana? Because they wanted it. Because if they had it, they would control the Ashanti. Not a headdress. It's not ivory. Not a cloth. Very good guess. We'll talk about that in the very next question. But not a cloth. It was made out of gold. It was golden. The golden blink. The golden blink. The golden blink. The golden calf, no. And not mines. It's an object made out of gold. Throne is very close, Dr. Pickle, but it's not a throne. They did not sit on thrones. What did they sit on? The golden stool. Good job to DR. The golden stool is still the most sacred object for the Ashanti to this day. That the British fought the War of the Golden Stool, which was pretty wild. I recommend Googling it or watching the Puppet History episode about it. The War of the Golden Stool. Number 5. What fabric was originally only worn by royalty? What fabric was originally only worn by royalty? DR's got it. It's kente cloth. Good job to DR. The answer is kente cloth. Kente cloth. What country borders Ghana to the east? What country borders Ghana to the east? And it is Togo. Good job to DR. The answer is Togo borders Ghana to the east. What is the largest artificial reservoir in the world? Which is located in Ghana. The world's largest artificial reservoir is Lake Volta. Good job to Acid Nutria. It is Lake Volta. Lake Volta. What is the most spoken language in Ghana? What is the most commonly spoken language in Ghana? It is English. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is English. Most common language is English. Akan is up there for sure, but English definitely. So the capital of Ghana is Accra, and that is how you pronounce it. It's not Accra, it's Accra. What animal does Accra translate to? What animal does Accra translate to? Not lion, not crow. Accra, Accra, not a crow. What animal does it translate to? I'll give you the hint that this animal is not exclusively African, except Veer's got it. It's ants. Good job to Veer. It translates to ant or anthill. Wow, interesting, Asinutria. Goodness, it's devastating. But moving on, Accra translates to ants or anthill, because there are a lot of anthills there apparently when they first settled it. Which famous American attended Ghana's independence celebration? Which famous American attended Ghana's independence celebration? Asanutri's got it. It's MLK. I guess W.B. Du Bois was there too. Good point, DR. It was MLK. It was not Drake. I don't think Drake was barely even a thought. Drake's parents probably hadn't met yet, but MLK was the one I was going for. But pretty sure W.B. Du Bois was also there. But I'll have to rephrase that one for future times. But Dr. King was what I was going for. Good job, Asanutri. What two colorful branches of the Volta River flow through Ghana? What two colorful rivers flow through Ghana? It is the black and white Volta. Good job, Titia. Oh, yeah, Drake's Canadian anyway. That's true. The black Volta and the white Volta. Good job to DR. It is the black and the white. All right. All right. Good night, JJ. Thanks so much for playing along. Thank you so much. Oh, Andres is here speaking a language I do not speak, but hello. What is Ghana's most profitable cash crop? What is Ghana's most profitable cash crop? Not tobacco, not coffee, not cotton. Not shea nuts, not sugar. It is something you eat. Something you eat, not rice. Most profitable cash. Like, what do you make shea butter from now? It is something that you eat. Not bananas. All right. Hint is that Ghana is the number 2 producer of this in the world. Ivory Coast is number 1, which is its neighbor. Something that you eat. Something that I love to eat. I'll give that to JJ. It's cacao, which is what chocolate is made out of. So good job, JJ. I'll accept chocolate, even though they don't make the chocolate in Ghana. They harvest the cacao that becomes chocolate. Good job, JJ. Who is the Akan god of mischief? And they're not paid nearly enough. My goodness, it's outrageous, the chocolate industry. Not Loki, that's Norse, but he is the African equivalent of Loki, pretty much. He is, I would say, like, out of trickster gods, Loki's number 1. This is number 2. Not Ashanti. No, there you go. Anansi. Good job to DR. It is Anansi, the spider. Good job, DR. The answer is Anansi. Accra lies on which gulf? Accra lies on which gulf? The Gulf of Ghana. To be more specific, I'll give it to Asanutria. It's the Gulf of Guinea. Good job to Asanutria. It is on the Gulf of Guinea. Gulf of Guinea. And last question about Ghana. Who built Elmina Castle? Who? What people group, I should say, not who specifically. I don't know. But which group of people built the Elmina Castle? It was not the Spanish. Not the Spanish. Not the Dutch. I don't think they were Jewish. It was the Portuguese. Good job to Asanutria. The answer is the Portuguese built it as their big training center in West Africa. Elmina Castle. All right. Lastly, this month, I know so close with Spanish. We're going to go to Ashgabat this month. So let's talk about Turkmenistan. Let's talk about Turkmenistan. I try not to write questions that made me sad, because Turkmenistan's story is quite sad. I made 7 questions before I got too sad. Before I was like, these are downer questions, I don't like it. What is the largest desert in Turkmenistan? What is the largest desert in Turkmenistan? Not the Gobi, it is the Karakum. Good job to DR. The answer is the Karakum Desert. The Karakum Desert. What landmark is located in Dervaza? My handwriting was so sloppy, my goodness. It's not a giant horse. It's the Gates of Hell. Good job to DR. It is the gate to hell, a big circle in the ground with fire coming out of it. That's in Dervaza, in Turkmenistan. What M city, starting with the letter M, was a major stopping point on the Silk Road? What M city was a major stopping point? DR's got it. It is Merv. Good job to DR. The answer is Merv. Merv. Here's where I give you a word. You have to tell me what it is. What is a telpek? Sorry, what is a telpek? Telpek. What is a telpek? And Veer's got it. It's a hat. Good job to Veer. It is the hat that men wore that's very big and fluffy and very cool looking. It is a hat. So, Asanutria mentioned that Ashgabat holds the most world records. What Guinness World Record does Ashgabat's buildings hold? Yeah, you got it right off the bat, Veer. Good job. It's a hat. It's a big fluffy hat. The most marble-clad buildings. Good job, Acid Nutria. The buildings, most amount of buildings covered in marble. Let's play the number game. How many marble-covered buildings are in Ashgabat? Let's play the number game. And yeah, almost all of them are completely empty. It is less than 2,500. Less than 2,500. Number game. Can you guess how many marble-covered buildings are in Ashgabat? It is less than 550. Acidutria's got it though. 543. Good job, Acidutria. They have 543 marble buildings. I bet you 2 of them are inhabited, right? What body of water borders Turkmenistan? What body of water borders Turkmenistan? It is the Caspian Sea. Good job to Acinutria. The answer is the Caspian Sea. All right, I'm going to give you one more question, and I think I'm just going to end it for the night because I feel like my voice is starting to go out and I need to film tonight. I love the name Caspian, right? I think it's a childhood from reading Narnia, but I do like it. So I'm going to leave you with one more question tonight. So before I ask it, it's a fun one. Thank you so much for playing along tonight. Sorry it was a quick one, but that is all your fault for getting all the answers so quickly. In 2 weeks, it will be the 27th. We will have geography trivia. You're very welcome. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all of my fellow Irish people in the meantime. And then April Fool's Day will be after that, which if you know my channel, I do April Fool's every year. This year I'm going all out. I'm doing a production. I bought props, so I'm hyping that up. I'm probably going to film it Friday or Saturday so I can spend a whole week editing it because it's going to need that much editing. So yeah, look forward to all of that coming up. The last question of the night is, what do people in Turkmenistan celebrate on August 2nd? What do people celebrate in Turkmenistan on August 2nd? What holiday is it? It has nothing to do with horses. It has actually nothing to do with presidents. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. It has nothing to do with politicians. What? Okay. Not Love Day. Not Love Day. I know, Sanuja. It's actually not a political holiday. Believe it or not. It is not a Love Day. It is Melon Day. Good job to Veer. That day they celebrate Melon Day, which sounds like the best holiday ever. I love watermelon, cantaloupe. What else? What other melons? Those are like my top 2 melons. Honeydew. Melons are great. Melons are awesome. All right. Oh, hey Janice. Sorry that I'm leaving, but I am heading out. So thank you also. I really need some water. I gotta rest my throat because I have to film some videos tonight. I'm gonna film a history magazine for you tonight, and I'm gonna film a maps video. You know, when I really want to read it. I really want to read these maps, but I can't read it till I film, and I'm so excited to do these maps because we're doing maps of Africa, Oceania, the Americas, and during medieval times. I'm glad you liked today's video. Today's video is about Uruguay. You can learn about one of Uruguay's great independence fighters, one of their national heroes, HGW. So be sure to check out that video as well. I do have a history magazine for you later in the week about famous temples. So look forward to that. I'll stop babbling. Have a great 2 weeks, everyone, and I will see you all then. Thanks so much. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye.